How you guys doing? My name is Chris Matthews. I'm your relationship coach and licensed marriage and family therapist. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 ways to tell your partner that you love them. I'm going to be using Dr. Gary Chapman's 5 love languages as a tool as we process the 5 ways to share or to express your love and care for your partner. The first love language or way to express love and care is through the words of affirmation. And I want to break this down because it gets confused sometimes. When you affirm your partner through words, it's important that you speak a language that they understand or how they want to be spoken to. Some partners might desire compliments. Others may desire words of encouragement. The difference is a compliment might be something they're wearing or something they're doing. Encouragement is deeper. It goes into the origin or the fabric of who that person is. So when I compliment my wife, I might say, "Wow, hon, those pants look really good on you." When I encourage my wife, I share with her about how I see her as a mother, as a spouse, as a woman. I'm speaking deeper in terms of the value that she provides to me, the value that she provides to our children, the value she provides to society as a professional. That's the difference. And when you look at certain people, and I'm just going to speak toward, men's perspectives. Men, if you haven't found this out already, we have egos. When you speak to a man's ego, that's uplifting. That evokes a level of esteem. So when my wife tells me that I'm strong, when she tells me that I provide well for her and that she thinks I'm someone who is valuable to the family and I'm doing a great job and she would not want to be with anyone but me, that gives my ego a boost. And it's important to express those words, especially to affirm and build up your partner's ego. Sometimes you'll find that a partner may not know what they need to hear. So I suggest providing compliments and speaking to your partner's fabric of who they are. Both are going to be affirming. The second way you can express love and care for your partner is through the gift of quality time. Quality time is different than the quantity of time. If you are an empty nester or don't have children or dating, you might be around your partner a lot. Just being in the presence of your partner isn't quality time. Quality time is about being very intentional about doing certain activities with your partner. In order to ensure that the quality time meets both of you guys' standards, you got to have a conversation. Sometimes you might think your partner enjoys just sitting around watching Netflix, but they may want to actually do something out in nature, or they may want to work on a project with you. So quality time has to be defined through dialogues and conversations. Quality time can be something as simple as, for my wife and I, we might do a date night that looks like going to Walmart to do some school shopping or clothes shopping for the kids or for the household. Quality time could look like something deeper, such as planning an extravagant vacation. But at the end of the day, the time we're spending is just us. The phones are on silent, we're not distracted, and we're engaging in conversation and learning each other. You want to use the quality time to learn who your partner is. Your partner's changing. You've heard the cliche phrase, partners just grew apart. The reason why people grow apart is because they're not working to stay together. And that looks like spending quality time. The third love language or way you can express love is through physical touch. Physical touch doesn't always have to look like sex. Physical touch could be something as simple as when your partner's talking, you're just holding their hand. Or when you come into the house, you immediately greet your partner with a hug. Making sure your partner feels protected and secure. My wife loves when I just take a couple of minutes before we go to sleep and just hold her real tight in the bed. She enjoys knowing that my physical touch is there for that level of security and protection. A lot of times with partners that have a trauma history or were not introduced to a lot of touch, as a child, or if they saw touch as something that could be damaging or harmful, it may be a good thing for them to look at going to seek some therapy and counseling individually to process and reframe what touch looks like. Some partners need touch to feel wanted. I recall in a session I was working with a couple, and the male partner was going on some type of mental awakening journey where he was abstaining from sex. During that couple weeks where he was abstaining from sex, his wife thought that he was cheating. She felt like, if you're not having sex with me, then you don't want me. So make sure that you engage with your partner through dialogue to understand how they value touch. For me in my marriage, I know touch is a cue that my wife's upset. If she's not wanting me to touch her, or if she says don't touch me, that's a cue something's wrong. You know, in my head, I'm like, oh, code red, I got to figure out what's going on. Because that's something that means a lot to me, and that makes me feel connected to my partner. The fourth way or sign of love or expression is through acts of service. Acts of service are huge for a lot of couples, especially if you're raising children or have a busy lifestyle. I know in my household personally, the best thing I can do for my wife is to make her job easy through acts of service. That looks like picking the kids up from school, having dinner prepared. We have 2 younger children that still need assistance during bath time. Making sure the big one, we call him the big one, our teenager, he has his homework done. Not just complete it, but I'm sure if you're a parent, complete it and put in the book bag to actually take to school. Is one of the most frustrating things. You have the kid do the homework and they don't turn it in. So making sure that those acts of service are provided to alleviate my wife's stressors or to give her time and freedom to do what she wants to do. Some acts of service can look like routine and regimen, right? Having your wife or your husband's car washed or detailed routinely. Or if you guys are dating, making sure that when you're over the house with your partner, if you're spending time together and you have 2 separate dwellings, that you're just cleaning up after yourself. And if you find that there are dishes or vacuuming needs to be done, taking care of those additional chores. I recall one partner, he shared how when he was in a relationship with his girlfriend before they got married, he would make up the bed every morning because she would leave out first when he spent time over her house. And she would come home, and that just really provided her with a sense of love and appreciation that he took that extra step to make the bed up. So acts of service can be very small or they can be huge. Make sure that you're once again having a dialogue to understand what your partner wants. And if you watch some of my videos before, I talk about the platinum rule. The platinum rule looks like making sure you're providing your partner what they want, not what you want. I know oftentimes we hear the golden rule. That's great. But at the end of the day, you're not your partner and they're not you. Their needs and wants may be different. The last of the 5 ways of expressing love, gift giving. This is something that a lot of couples have a hard time with. The reason why is because we've been told it's the thought that counts. That's true, but it's really the thought of the person receiving the gift, not just the thought of the person giving the gift. For example, if your partner likes a particular item, let's say your partner's into purses, if she's a female. Let's say she's into bags. Let's say if it's a male, he's into movies or things of entertainment that allow for entertainment. If you don't get your partner something they like, then you really didn't think about the gift. The thought doesn't need to be, here you go, I like this for you, so you need to like it. That's kind of selfish. And we give gifts in a selfish mentality, and it kind of starts from childhood. I don't know about you, but if you ever had that parent give you a gift as a kid and you really liked the gift, but then when you told or expressed that you didn't like the gift, they got mad at you. That happens a lot with parents and kids. So to avoid your partner being upset or having to lie to you and act like they liked something you gave them, at the beginning of the relationship, try not to surprise them. just be open about it. Say, hey, look, we just started dating. I'm learning what you like. So for the first couple of holidays, give me some ideas. Let's walk through the mall together. Point out things that I know you're going to like. So when I buy you a gift, although you might be surprised because you might not have thought that I was going to get it, at least I know you're going to like it. And then over time, as the relationship grows, you'll be able to understand your partner more, and you can take those risks by surprising them with a gift. But earlier on, just focus on making sure you get them something you know they're going to like. I hope this video is helpful because it's important to love your partner the way they want to be loved, not the way that you want to be loved, because it could be different. Make sure you have the dialogues, go through the conversations with your partner to understand which type of love or expression they need, and then it could change from moment to moment in the season to season. So make sure, once again, these things are updated. Once again, my name is Chris Matthews, and I hope this video was helpful. Please subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. You can never go back. I gotta